Wife demands divorce because she fell out of love. Brings divorce papers 3 nights later. I stare at the papers and sign them. Alright, we are divorced now. The bond is broken. I hope you know I always loved you and did my best to make you happy. She plays it cool with a cold face, then breaks down in tears 2 minutes later and tears up the papers. We say nothing to each other and take a nap on the couch. I don't understand women. That happened last night. Girlfriend goes into therapy for the first time in her life. Month goes by, texts less and wants to hang out with other people. Say whatever, I don't give a fudge. More months pass. Find out she's been spending time with some guy. All her texts are one-word responses. Break up with her since she's not being honest. Guess what I found out 3 years later from one of her friends? The therapist said she was trapped in something called a narcissistic abuse cycle. Huh? And she literally followed step-by-step instructions on how to leave a relationship from it, down to the one-word replies. What the frick are these therapists teaching women? Love mom, live with mom. Work and save. Mom starts losing her mind. I really started worrying when I'd leave cooked food in the fridge and find it untouched when I came home from work. Eventually quit work to be her caregiver. Get $600 per month from the government. Combine that with her social security check. Keep mom happy and keep her company. Make sure she takes her medication. Remember her doctor appointments. Make sure the bills get paid. Give her lots of hugs. Eventually, she dies. Get house. I need to work by the end of the year. But my situation isn't so bad. Being a stay-at-home son is the hardest job in the world. Just kidding. It could be hard at times, but I was so glad that I could be there for her. Pretend to be sick. Heat up thermometer on light bulb when mom not looking. Anon, you're burning up. I'll call you off school. Wait till mom leaves. Remove Ethernet cord from back of router. Slide family computer desk out of the way. Stretch it across the room. Plug into my PS2. Play Star Wars Battlefront 2 online all day. And every match with 4 kills and 40 deaths. Doesn't matter. The most fun I've ever had. Put everything back in place at 4 p.m. Slide back into bed. Garage door opens. Hi mom. Hey Anon. How you doing? You been drinking your fluids? Yes, mom. Eat chicken noodle soup while watching Avatar on TV. Bedtime. Drift into a dream-filled slumber. The opportunities are endless. My whole life is in front of me. Weirdest sleep paralysis story? I'll start. Wake up, looking at ceiling. Can't move. Grudge-looking ass baby comes in. Starts dancing on my chest. Utters these exact words. I may be dead, but at least I have dental insurance. Start laughing. He laughs with me. Kisses me on my nose. See you again, buttercup. Wake up with my pants covered with the white stuff. I'm still spooked. Japan started to become Catholic in the 1500s, but an Englishman named William Adams, who hated the Portuguese and Catholics, convinced the shogun to end all Catholics. William Adams eventually became a samurai and married a Japanese woman and started a family. Why are Anglos like this? The first weeb in recorded history. Be me, 27, happily married to my husband. He's 30, cool dude, but he talks in Gen Z language. Think it's a phase, right? Nope, this is a lifestyle choice. One day we're out shopping. See some fire shoes. Turn to him. What do you think? He looks dead in my eyes and says, they're bussin' for real. What even is that? Turn into confused grandma in the middle of Foot Locker. My face when I realize I need a Gen Z dictionary. Every conversation feels like a TikTok video. SB, did you peep that new Netflix drop? It's Chef's Kiss. What does any of this mean? Try to keep up, but I'm 27, not 17. He's constantly on TikTok. I'm just vibing with my homies, he says. My face when I realize I'm not one of those homies. One night, we're watching a movie. He suddenly pauses. This scene is giving me major ick. Excuse me, what? Next thing I know, he's scrolling through memes on his phone. Babe, this one is so relatable, I can't even. Why are we like this? Spend a week listening to Gen Z slang videos. Become a certified knowledge guru on Slay and Lit. Finally, I can hold my own. Turns out I'm not too old to get it. Send him a text, you're such a vibe tonight. For real. He texts me back, no cap, I'm proud babe. My face when I realize I've officially joined the Gen Z club. My face when I'm now trying to serve looks while grocery shopping. Can't tell if my life is a meme or a reality show. Guess we're all just trying to keep up with the trends. At least we're busting together. Be me. Go down to a fancy Japanese restaurant for dinner. A cute 8 out of 10 Japanese girl comes to take my order. I order some sushi, but I stop her before she goes back to the kitchen. Hey, would you want to get a drink or something after this? Sorry, but I immediately get out of my seat and head home. I come back 1 hour later with my dad's harpoon gun. Walk over to the artificial pond and shoot the biggest koi fish I can see. Pull it out and take a bite. That'll teach her. Playing an RPG. Make my character an exact copy of myself. Choose blue eyes instead of brown. Anyone else? Be me. We're outside drinking with my friends. Not really feeling the vibe tonight. Without going into details, I just had a shitty day. There is this Chinese restaurant I always order from. I'm a regular there. I go in and order the same meal I have ordered for over a year. I always tip a few bucks extra since it looks like they need the extra bucks. As a result, I get extra rice and fortune cookies. This time they noticed I was down. I hear the Chinese chef say something in Chinese. After a while I get my meal, but this time I also get my money back. They say in a broken English, "Today meal is free, you happy man." Makes me feel better. I will now always order from these people. Made my night much better. My face when I realize life is literally like an RPG. People treat you differently depending on your race/class. Each race has advantages and disadvantages. Get XP by learning things through books. If you commit a crime in a town or city, you will spend time in jail or prison. That feeling when only one safe. Be me. 27M. Single loser and lonely AF. Get a call from hospital. Best friend and his wife die in a car accident. Only their son survived. No other family aside from grandparents, but they live nursing homes and aren't able to take care of him. But to my surprise, they made me sole guardian in case of anything. I bring him home weeks later. I clean up and prepare to adjust to a drastic change, but anything for my best friend. Many years go by and the boy is 18, graduating high school. He gives a speech at his graduation party. And I want to thank the man who raised me unexpectedly and turned his life around so that I could have chance at succeeding in mine. Thank you. We all applaud, and he comes up to me and says, "Did you like my speech, Dad?" I sure did, son. Be a kid. Come home from school. Mom works an evening shift at a gas station. She leaves pizza for me. Have 2 games for my SNES. TMNT Tournament Fighters and the Addams Family. Put pizza in oven and use watch to time it. Play game while pizza cooks. Often get distracted by my games. Have burnt pizza most nights, but eat it anyway. Usually asleep by the time mom gets home. We'd chat for a while if I was still up playing games. One night on her way home, she was hit by a drunk driver and she died. In my 20s now. Occasionally I'll play TMNT and Addams Family on an SNES and fat old CRT TV and eat burnt pizza. Eating burnt pizza comforts me regardless of the taste. Pretend mom is still out there working at the gas station. Go to bed early so the illusion isn't broken. Turned 33 recently. Widowed, no kids. At least my cat came home. Here's all I have left. Get home from work, lay down in bed to cry. Kitty climbs into bed with me and cuddles until I feel better. Thank you, Kitty. You're my only friend. Be me last year. Taking my girlfriend home. She's my frickin' everything. Drop her off, tell her I love her. She asks me to come in for a bit before I close the door. I accept and go in. She bought a new love sack. We lay in it like pick related. She keeps trying to get me to stay longer, but I have to get home to let my dog out, and I know she needs sleep. She accepts, and I leave. On the way out, I get a call from her, and she's saying she's feeling kinda sick. She tells me she loves me and good night. I get home, let my dog out, and fall asleep. Next morning, wake up to 3 missed calls from her. Her mom called me. Her mom is still crying and says my girlfriend took her life. I can't even breathe, and I hang up. My dog hops on my lap and I just lay there for hours. Still haven't recovered a year later. I wish I could have helped her, bros.